All right, everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of the Cooldown Room. I'm here again, Giovanni, and I'm joined by 3 lovely people. We have...
My name's Connor.
And...
That's it? I'm Bradley.
And today...
That's it.
So those are some familiar...
Name?
Those are some familiar voices and names that you guys are familiar with. Caden was not able to join us this time for this race and this podcast recording, so
You little punk.
now we have a new special guest.
Big Unk Gavin.
Big Unk Gavin.
Big Unk.
So, you guys might not be familiar with him, but I used to race Team League with him as part of my first 2 seasons, pretty much. So I've learned a lot from him. Super cool guy. He'll be joining us for the podcast, and he raced at Circuit this last round for round 5. So we just finished up all that.
I finally have another person in me with heavyweight.
Yep.
And then you'll have Caden next season, too.
Is he doing heavy?
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he'll be moving to heavy. But, so it'll be good. So yeah, now we just to debrief about round 5, the chaos that was round 5 and the absolute anarchy that it was. Where do we even begin?
Should we start with
Just go through the
nationals
night
and
like we
worlds?
always do.
We'll do that later.
Just go through the... Yeah, we'll do that after. But I think we just go through the night like in order as we always do.
All right. Well, so we arrived at the track. We were trying to get Gavin his silver license because he has experience with karts before and doing PKRA and stuff like that. And so we had that little small uphill battle to make sure that he could actually race with us. So that was the fun first 20 minutes we were there. Next we did 2 practice sessions. All of us did 2 practice sessions. I mean, those went by pretty well.
Yeah, they were pretty
good.
smooth.
I didn't have cards with a good straight line, but other than that, it was normal.
Gavin passed me his first time ever driving that track.
I was in
True.
kart 50 though. That was supposed to be a fast one.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, kart
it was
50
it is a
Kart
fast
50 is just good everywhere.
It felt
I
really
love
good.
It's got to be
Everything
universally
felt
nice.
It's like 32 is universally bad, and kart 50 is just like an absolute god.
Same thing with 19. 19 is just bad.
True. No, one thing to mention: different layout this race.
Oh yeah.
So it is the
Greasy,
same pro. It is the same pro layout, except this time instead of turn 12 or Popeyes as we call it, you actually have a quick right-hander and like a little chicane. So quick right, left, then right again.
We ended up calling it the Greasy Elbow.
Yep. So we called that one Greasy Elbow.
Oh, actually, that was courtesy of Caden too.
Yeah, it
on our
was.
group chat.
So he's still contributing even though he's not.
Gone but not forgotten.
He's not dead. He's in Michigan. He's
Rest in
gone.
peace,
Ah.
Caden Greenleaf.
Okay, so I guess we'll start there. What do you guys think about the new layout?
I like it.
I think it's fun.
I really like it a lot. I feel like it's a better opportunity for overtaking compared to turn 12 or Popeyes. It's just a bit slower. It's harder braking. I mean, I passed someone during qualifying.
If you send it up someone's inside there, they're a lot less likely to try and cut it back on, like do a little switchback on you than they are just.
Well, it's a lot harder to do that because it's tighter.
It's harder and it's more intimidating too, so they just won't really think to do it.
So, I have a funny story. Remind me to tell you about the funny story during the race about through Greasy Elbow.
All right.
I have 2 funny stories on it,
Okay.
but I really like it.
I do too.
Like when you put the cart just right over it, it just glides over. It feels incredible.
Except it sparks and it wears out the skid pad like crazy.
Yeah, but it's fast. So
It's kind of like the chicane that we ran last month. I honestly like that, but I feel like it just cut off too much of the track to be usable.
So I enjoyed the chicane from last month, but I prefer this one for sure. I think if they're gonna integrate another chicane, I would say do bus stop. Like please do bus stop on
I would love bus
next
stop.
race or something like that. That'd be fun.
Also, I'm glad that they didn't do chicanes on gravel road
Oh yeah.
and entry to Beijing.
Honestly, the D1, D2 chicanes,
It's just
they're
weird.
okay. They're just
Yeah, but
they're
then
just
you,
almost unnecessary sometimes.
yeah, but with them you can't really get an overspeed coming out of RMC because it immediately cuts to the right,
It just forces
and then you
to
can
go
kind of
single
just cut
file.
someone off, and
That's
you can't
true.
really get a good run on them.
Oh, that's true. Gavin, what did you think of Greasy Elbow?
That's the last 2 pointers, right? That's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
I thought it was cool. I mean, I haven't done the Popeyes layout, so
Well, I guess let's take a step back. What do you think of the track?
I think it's great. Best track I've driven.
What do you think about the karts?
Also great. I think they're great. Just very inconsistent with SSK1. But overall, I think it was a great experience.
I mean, that's just rental karting in general.
The worst kart I've driven is by far miles better than any great kart I've driven anywhere else. So
Oh yeah.
that's how I would describe it as a blast.
You guys been pretty lucky with your cars today.
Well, I mean,
There are some
except
particularly bad ones that you would never want to drive again. So.
32.
did they fix 12 for you, Gio? You have any issues?
The brakes.
Bro, that was the kart I got swapped into in the final.
Yeah, I know.
I was flying. I set a fast time to my quality.
But it was perfect.
Not perfect.
Like, what about the brace? I know Gavin had an issue with.
I think the brakes were fine because I got into the 8 and it felt the same. I think it's the blue chassis that for some reason the brakes feel way different.
Yeah, so
compared
the
to what
the
other-
brake
Yeah.
pedal only traveled about that far.
Yeah.
Like I traveled a couple inches, and so it was like, or maybe like an inch and a half, maybe. So it was really stiff. My only complaint about it is that the rear tires felt kind of dead, and
it was just drifting.
yeah. So coming around like the S's and stuff like that, it was like there was a few times where I was literally just power drifting out of the corner.
How was it turn 3 or?
Turn
R
3,
and C?
it was okay. You just had to have a slightly bigger lift so that way you weren't like carrying too much speed through the corner, and it kind of like wanted to step out on you. And so, but other than that, it was a good kart. It definitely has some room for improvement, but it was a good kart nonetheless.
So it was a pretty uneventful track day up until the actual racing. Like,
Yeah, I agree.
practices went smooth. Qualifying for the most part went smooth. There was like maybe one or two yellows in ours.
I don't even think so. I mean, we didn't have any yellows in our heavyweight group.
In lightweight, we had I think maybe 2 yellows in the first qualifying. That was it.
Yeah, we had 2 yellows in the first qualifying last lap.
Yeah.
With one guy was stopped coming out of what was it, Cockroach. Another guy was stopped in the chicane.
There was that one guy who nearly beamed it on last lap going through Greasy Elbow that I showed you the video of.
Oh,
yeah.
was that the 4 tires off? Or was
No,
different
I'll
guy?
show you the video.
We gotta talk about that.
It's not the crazy suit guy, right?
Yeah.
I can show you the video. It was so I was kind of caught up behind him in qualifying for a while because I was faster than him, but he was just super erratic. Like he would just like go across the track all of a sudden and like would nearly spin himself every turn. He was drifting through every turn. And then last corner of the last lap, he going into Greasy Elbow just messed it up so hard that I ended up carrying so much speed from him, where I basically had to just jump the second part of it and to not hit him. And then even then, he ran me wide down that first start straight away on obliteration.
There was a guy, I don't remember his name. I don't even know if I asked for his name, but he had a really, really cool looking suit on that, I don't know, we talked to him for a little bit. He custom designed it, so he had some Ford logos and like the IMSA WeatherTech logo.
Oh, I think I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
that
about.
guy was really
Yeah,
cool. He had the QR code on the back.
Yeah.
It was really cool. He showed us a video where he would hit all 3 curves.
Well, hit the first 2 and completely skipped the last one.
Like he ate too much of the first curb, and then it messed him up, so he hit the second curb, and then he couldn't turn. And then the third curb, he was on like the right side of it and completely jumped, kind of like Jaden.
Oh no!
Except he actually made it back onto the track. He jumped over the grass patch,
Yeah.
the
Oh
little
my
turf
God.
patch, and made it back onto the track.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
The dude I was talking about too, though, he was still pushing on the outlap, like trying to pass people on the outlap and still like nearly spinning at every turn. And then at one point he nearly went off track and fuck ass.
To be fair, I also pushed on the outlap.
Well, yeah, you're experimenting a little bit, but like he was like nearly spinning in every turn.
Honestly.
He was sideways through every single turn.
That's
It
not
was
ideal.
crazy.
That's not an ideal thing to happen.
Yeah. Trying to find the video. I want to show Bradley because when you reacted to it, you're like, holy crap! It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can keep talking while I try to find it.
So, after the qualifying's all ended, so I qualified pole. Or sorry, what were you saying?
Should we talk about each qualifying individually, or just kind of skip over that?
I mean, we can talk about each qualifying. I mean, what happened in your guys' qualifying? Was there anything crazy going on and
No.
stuff?
I mean, I
just
just
can't even. It was very
It's the
boring.
dude in the
Sure,
red that's in
watching
front of me.
oh wow,
Yeah, and then he runs me off.
That's
pretty much
kinda-
off
that's
track
kinda
right
crazy.
there. Yeah.
it's like 2 FPS though.
I know, because
I mean-
he recorded it in a time lapse, so I had to go
He
slow
accidentally
it
says
down.
go for the time lapse.
Oh,
I didn't
was
realize
stuck
that if you
behind
hold the
Unk.
button down, it's
Oh,
fine.
he was stuck
He was
behind
stuck behind the
Unk versus
original
Unk.
Unk,
the OG Unk.
the OG Unk. I don't know. Mine was pretty good. I sent it on Unk going into Greasy Elbow, and I was able to get clear air up in the front, and I kind of just took off. I mean, I didn't have the fastest time of the heavies, but it was P6. With that one time, it was I was just at the front, so complete clear air, no one in front of me. It was great.
He was gone.
Well, Gavin, then you started P10
Yeah.
for
I
your
got
first
P10.
outing in a 60 driver field.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Not
That's
bad at
great.
all.
It took me a few months to get out of Group B. Like,
I was in Group D in the first one.
yeah.
But my qualifying was pretty uneventful besides Unk. Outside of that, I was kind of by myself the whole time in the last session.
Yeah, Unk
I was just figuring out the brakes in 12, so it was...
Oh, that's fair.
Unk
Yeah.
was
I was
tapping on the
watching
back of his helmet, wanting us to push him.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
Unk gave me the...
Oh
Give
yeah.
me
no,
the
no.
finger wag.
Yeah, as
He
soon as
gave you
I
the
crossed the
finger
line,
wag?
I overdrove. The cart bottomed out going into Greasy Elbow, the last one.
Mhm.
And I went a little wide. I had the nose on him. I already went to his inside because I was on a pretty good lap. And I just overdrove, and he bumped me getting out of it. And then he got past me, next to me, after the checkered, and he was like, don't do that again. I'm like, okay. My bad.
I think he was in
To
my
be
back,
fair,
so.
the dude also jumped the start one time by
Oh.
like 3 centuries.
Yeah.
So
At the
I don't
exhibition
know.
race in December.
I don't know if you should really be taking that as a big advice. But my qualifying, the first one was really annoying. So I had one good lap, and the rest was all fighting people.
Dude, I saw
I see
you
that.
working your way up through them. You spent most of it fighting them, and then you were just gone, and I guess you caught up to another group afterwards.
So I passed 4 people in a corner, and then I passed 2 more people a couple corners after, and I passed another guy, and then I had like 1 lap, and then I set a good lap, and immediately got on the back of 4 or 5 more people. And then the last one I passed, like he was just like blocking me, and so then I just pushed my way past, and then he sends like dive bombs me on the final lap,
Yeah.
final corner into Greasy Elbow, and almost like runs me into the barrier. I'm like, bro, what?
Is that one of your funny stories for?
Oh, that's one of them. So that makes 3 actually. Dude, Greasy Elbow went crazy. This
I
race.
really liked it. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
really enjoyed
I
Greasy
mean,
Elbow.
I like Popeye's shoe, but I really like the chicane.
I like it, but it was sketchy with some of the drivers out there.
It was, but it was very fun jumping the second curb and wearing out the skid pack.
Dude, it was funny. I saw a lot of people attempting to send it too wide into there, and then the person usually on the outside would get scared and back off as they're like already entering the corner. But
I think
Well, if there's one plus from tonight, I have definitely gotten over my fear of overcooking the brakes from race 2. Because I will tell you, I wish my GoPro got all the video. I sent some stuff, dude. So I overtook 3 people on the entrance into Beijing.
that's insane.
Literally threw it down the inside as they're about to turn in and made it stick.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, during the race.
I feel like I've gotten a better eye for good moves on
Same.
people.
Oh, dude, I literally overtook. I probably overtook at least one person in every corner tonight on that track.
You've done that a fair few times too. This is like a repetitive thing you seem to be able to do.
Oh my god.
Basically start from the back and then just plow through the field.
Yeah. I guess we'll get into the race.
You're like
Yeah.
the Kyle Larson.
So, I start on pole. We go out onto the track. I come out of turn 3.
Outlap
cart-
stuff.
on the
Oh,
outlap.
on the outlap.
Yeah.
I come out of turn 3. Cart's dead. So I'm literally pressing on the brake. I look down and I see the warning lights showing on like next to the because you know how you have the
Battery
energy
bar?
gauge.
Yeah.
It's like right next to it.
There's like a little red light.
Right next to it, instead of there being a green light at the bottom, it was a yellow light and then a red light above it.
Oh, I had that for my whole race.
I had a red light.
Yeah, it's like
For that whole race.
I think I talked to one of the workers and they said it's an error with like the battery or whatever. Like it's a battery error. I'm like, okay, that's not fun. And so I pull off to the side as the entire field is passing me, it coming into double orange. And the worker's like, what
Still
happened? I'm
on
like,
the-
I don't know, the cart just died. And so he's like, and so I have to turn it on again, cycle the power. I get going again, and he's like, just pull up to the next, like to the other side of the grid.
Important clarification for later. The worker did radio in that your car died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're supposed
No,
to.
that's
They all did.
Yeah, that was after the
Just
start.
for
That-
later.
No, that's after
On the
start.
out lap, I thought.
No, he did it.
On the
Did
During-
he do it both?
Yeah.
So yeah, just for later, important clarification.
Yeah, so he radioed in that, there's a dead cart. I catch up with the field. They make me start on the front. They don't want to swap my cart.
They let you go back in, but won't stop. But back to the front, but won't stop it. Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't swap the cart. So we're getting going again. Go down the front straight, get a great start,
Oh yeah.
and it dies coming out of turn 3 again. And keep in mind, this is on the start with
The whole field behind
23
you.
other drivers
Yeah.
behind me, and my cart dies
Every-
coming
you-
out of
you
turn.
were doing like this, like crossing your hands and like
yeah, and
waving
I'm like
arms.
waving my arms
The
around.
whole
letting it-
field back off. They start waving the yellow. I back off because I'm like, okay, race restart, and I get passed by like 6 people.
Like literally, I have 23 guys fly by me because, of course, like
Yeah.
my cart died, and I pull over again. I'm like, it died, and they're like, and he radios in like, we got a cart dead. So I turn it off and on again. I get going. It dies coming out of freaking Dirty Dog, or Okie Dokie Straight, going on Okie Dokie Straight, and it freaking dies coming out of there. And I'm like, it's died 3 times now. And so he's like, okay, we'll just keep going. And I go, and as soon as I get on the start finish line, it dies again.
Bro.
And so then I pull off to the side.
After the third one, they should have realized that the car
After the
isn't gonna
first
work.
one, they
The
should have
first
just
one, yes.
they should have switched
But especially after the third, like maybe it was a fluke. Like there was one kart that did it once during a race, but then the second and third times, like I don't know what's going through their brain with that.
So yeah, so then I'm sitting on the sideline in the grass, and then one of the employees is like, all right, well we might be doing a restart, and then cue the grid flying by me. So that's lap 2 they're on now.
Yeah, we completed 2
So,
full laps.
After 2 full laps, they finally wave the red flag.
Well,
Right, or was it red?
It
or
was-
was it
no,
full
it
course
was
yellow?
The red and
it
yellow.
was the red and yellow one.
The one
Okay,
that-
the race restart
Yeah,
flags.
the race restart flags. And then they lined us up single file, didn't redo the order to like restart.
Did
the
they do
race or
full
anything.
course caution and then they did the
Yeah,
yeah.
red?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then they just stopped us single file on the start finish line, didn't rearrange the order to bring it back to what it should have been at the very start of the race.
Yeah.
And then I see you and then one other driver coming out behind you park at the pit exit, and I figure, all right, they're just gonna they're gonna have us do a go around, and
Yeah.
they're gonna let you pull out in front, and then they'll just drop the green flag and we'll go. I think it was who, but like
The track manager?
yeah, he came up to the guy who was currently in first place at the start finish line and was talking to him. Didn't say anything to the rest of the field, just told him what to do and had him pull around, and then all of a sudden green flags get dropped. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize we were starting again because
Yeah.
they didn't have you pull the pits in front of us. I figured they were just going to do another go around or something so we can get all rearranged.
Yeah, well, he came up to me and he's like, we'll just have you pull up at the end of the grid. And I'm like, why am I at the end? And he's like, well, that's the most we can do. Like, it took too long for us to stop. And I was literally, I
the
literally
very
told him,
least,
I was like, that's not my problem. You guys didn't stop it fast enough.
Yeah.
Like,
They
and-
could have easily just had you pull out in front of the group while they had us start.
And I feel like he was saying, because they waved a full course caution, and then they waved the yellow and red. They should have just, as soon as a cart died or whatever, and they knew they
Yellow
needed to
and
swap it, you just do yellow and red. And then it's like, all right, we're just doing a restart as soon as it happens.
Yeah, that should have been. It was 3 corners. It should have been 3 corners of racing, and then they just reset the race. But
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, and he was like, well, we just didn't get the race stopped in time. It's like, that's not the driver's fault. They just, like, you showed them a yellow flag, and they're like, all right, we're just gonna slow down a little bit because it's all we really need to do when a yellow flag's out. Like, don't pass and slow down a little bit.
except they did pass.
Yeah, there was a lot of passing.
Was
on the
there
yellow
still
flag
passing
first.
on the yellow flag?
Yeah,
Are you kidding me?
like when you first died on the opening lap, down that straight, like I said, I thought it was they started waving the yellow, and I assumed it would be a race restart, so I started slowing down, and then other people are slowing down, yes, but there's also people still passing,
Yeah.
and it's yellows.
Well, that's
So,
dumb.
but
Well, that's dumb.
it was stupid, and then
But yeah, so then I'm starting now at the back of this grid. We go around for half the lap, and then they cut us through the turn
the
two.
north track.
Yeah, they cut us through like the north track entrance, and then all of a sudden they wave the green flag. So
Yeah.
we're like,
They didn't
we're going again.
They only told the guy in first place, and then I guess the people right behind him could have heard it.
Yeah, Because the
one
rest
else
of
knew
us
what
had
was
no
happening.
idea what was going on. I'm coming around the corner. I'm like, oh shoot, why are we coming through here? And then I'm like, are we going green? So I'm like
Yeah.
getting on the throttle a
I
little bit
saw
more,
the
and then I
green-
step on
The
it.
green dropped, but I hadn't seen it yet. But the people in front of me had. No one, me and no one behind me had seen
no,
it
you
yet.
can't-
Because there was literally, by the end of that first straight, and we were only doing half that straight, it was probably a good fourth of that
Yeah.
straight length.
So they
in
had us
between me
on a
and the people
single
in front of
file
me.
restart too. And so literally while half the grid is coming out of that turn, the other half saw the green flag already.
Yeah.
And so it's like none of us knew what was going on. Like all of a sudden we just see, oh shoot, like they just disappeared.
Yeah.
And so here I am now racing off of pure rage. And I've freaking sent some moves on people. So I apologize if I maybe messed up your race, but also I do not apologize because
He was very valid
I was
in his
very
crash out.
mad. So I sent, I probably picked up like a couple positions, I picked up like 7 positions on the first lap. And then
Yeah.
the first funny story, I caught a bigger group, and they were like beating and battering each other like through a couple of corners, right? Coming at it like in a dirty dog. They're like all over each other, and I'm like, okay, let me try and like sweep through around. And I try and like sweep around, and like one of them just moves over and almost smacks me. I'm like, all right, I'm backing off. And now we're coming down. It's like too wide going. Like there's like 2 people in front, then another 2 people, then like me at the back, right? And I'm just like, I'll let them kill each other, and I'll like
Pick
reap
up the
rewards.
leftovers.
Yeah. Coming into Greasy Elbow, they make it 3 wide. 3 wide in the Greasy Elbow, and then me and another dude behind, and then they check up in the middle of Greasy Elbow.
I mean,
So I slammed into the dude in front of me. Sorry about that. I did not mean to just hit you that hard. But like literally, it was like, it was bad. Literally, one guy almost goes sideways, and then like I'm pushing the guy in front of me, and it turns him back onto the track. So you're welcome for saving your race, I guess. But no, but that was absolutely insane. My other funny story is just on the last lap. I was finally coming up, like the last lap. I saw P4 and P3 in sight, and I'm like, I'm passing one of them. Well, P4 was Connor, and I absolutely sent a move into
It
Greasy
was a
Elbow.
nasty dive bomb, and it almost messed up your like line through Dirty Elbow enough to where I could have come back. Like I tried to see how far I could get. I wasn't gonna give it. I wasn't gonna try and take it actually because I knew you'd already been screwed over so much. I figured you deserved it at that point. Like I said, if I'd known it was you that was behind me, I would have let you through a lot sooner. But it was nasty. I was doing in my video. I'll show it to you later too. I was doing cart hops trying to get up
I was trying to
alongside
get it
you.
to go. Dude. Oh yeah, that was just... Dude, I was so mad about that race.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it was a decent recovery drive. I got pole position, so I essentially have the equivalent of 3rd. But it puts me...
do you get points for pole?
You get 1 point for pole.
Okay.
So it puts me now... So I'm still in 4th, but now I think 2nd and 3rd are tied, and I'm 2 points behind them.
Which is still it's doable. But
It's doable, yeah.
with how strong they've been performing all season, it'd probably be challenging, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it's just annoying, though.
It
Because
is,
I
yeah.
would have had 2nd solidly.
Yeah, the pace you had, you would have easily pulled away while you were just starting at first.
No, you pulled away through RMC before your cart died.
Yeah.
You'd already pulled a solid
You were like,
2
okay,
cart
he was
gap.
gone, and then you died.
Dude, that was annoying. Hopefully that never happens again. They actually learn, but I don't think so.
No,
No,
they're never
they
gonna
did learn for the heavyweight.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, the next... Yeah. Then in heavyweight A, when they go up,
Yeah.
the guy in pole had his cart die.
There was another guy that had his cart die too.
Yeah,
This
so they
guy
did...
actually got the proper treatment.
Yeah, and they did 2 cart swaps.
Before the race started, like
Before
They
the
they
race
should.
tried to
started.
stop us this time. They're like, okay, everybody's cards.
Well, there was-
like, no.
There was also
What's
some
our-
issues with the chargers beforehand.
Yeah, they
So
were
a lot of
had
the
to
carts
take
were
out,
out
like,
of order.
What, 3 carts?
Yeah.
At
So
least, I think it was at least 3
it was at least 3.
that they took out.
So most of the people were in the right lane. That's where all of us were, but some of the chargers weren't working, so they just swapped carts.
At least they think it was the Chargers. They said they don't know, but they're pretty sure it was the
I'm
Chargers.
pretty sure it was the Chargers because it happened with a different cart too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but it was weird because we had passed some of the people that were towards the back, or like they went out in front of us, so it was was kind of weird, but everything worked out. I mean, we just stopped on the
Yeah.
grid with the missing positions. Like, first was missing, and then I think there was one other.
At the back.
But they had a guy out there that was, like, calling out cart numbers and telling you what lane to go in. So it
Yeah, I
was,
did like that they were doing that this time.
that
Yeah.
was, that
And
made it
was a
really
suggestion
easy.
I sent.
Yeah.
Was it?
Maybe
That
they at
was
least
actually,
took
yeah.
a peek at it and figured that one was okay,
And
but the rest of it they just sort of
Another
just
thing that we didn't mention is for the race starts, we actually ended up going through the regular turn 12
Oh,
or
yes.
Popeyes
Yeah.
for the race starts instead of going through Greasy Elbow, which was definitely nice. It made it a lot easier. But I mean, when we get to our race start, you know, average heavyweight race start where we're just full throttle
Right off the chicane.
right off the
Basically.
bat. I mean, I get it if you're like maybe half throttle and you're kind of just waiting for the green flag.
Because I'm usually like a third to half throttle, and I'm dragging the brake.
Mhm.
And then as soon as the green flag drops, I just
Yeah.
bam.
No, we were full throttle,
Yeah.
like a little bit after the exit of Popeyes, which was crazy.
That's wild.
And
I
then
mean, I guess technically doesn't pole sitter get to choose the pace, but then again, you're not supposed to be full throttle.
Here's the thing. Pulsar gets to choose the pace, yes, but they also have a pace that they want you to be at.
They
It's
want
like
you to be going slower.
it's like they want you to be at around what 20 to 25 miles an hour
I don't.
around there.
I didn't
It's
know
like
it was
15 to
only
20
that.
miles an hour around there. So it's like not crawling, but not flying. Like you
Yeah.
have to have like a mild pace.
Because there's also the track employees who are out on track waving the flags as you come
Yeah.
up to them, and then they step off and then drop the green.
So I mean, back to the race start. I don't know how you told me your race start was good, Gavin, but mine
the
was
initial start was not. I lost like a row. I lost like 2 spots, I think, off the initial drop of the green flag, and then going into what's the third one?
RMC.
RMC. That's where I gained a lot of spots. A lot of people didn't get off that corner right, and I got like 3 or 4 spots back.
Mhm.
And then double orange, I just went wide, just hoping I wasn't going to get dive bombed. And I carried some good momentum. And being far off to the left, I was actually able to get like 2 or 3 more spots after that. And I was already up to like 6 or something like that. Or probably a little bit
It was
further back.
probably a bit back because you hadn't passed
'Cause
me.
there
and
was
I
a
dropped
pack
couple.
of you guys before I got to you.
That was all the people through RMC and Double Orange was the pack I was in. Like I was hitting the brakes quite a bit just to not hit people because we were like 3 wide through RMC at the start, and I think
Oh lord.
I'd lost a couple positions. We sent it 3 wide through Double Orange too, and it was weird because I was on the middle line, but I was still able to outspeed and outbrake the guy that was on the inside, and so I was able to kind of retain it. But I lost a couple positions at the start. I mean, I ended up gaining them back. One of the moves that I really liked was, you know, the guy in the yellow, gray, and white suit.
Yeah.
We were going into Cockroach, and you were on the inside, and you're kind of squeezing him to the right,
Mm-hmm.
and I just absolutely followed you through and kind of sent him wide a little bit. Nothing, I didn't make contact or anything, but like,
That's fair.
yeah, I know. And then there was another one that was earlier than that. I think this was right before you actually overtook me. We went.
We were all. We were
It
2 by
was-
2 in the.
We were 2 by 2 going into Greasy Elbow, and so I was on the inside, I was in the back of the right lane on the inside, and the guy in front of me,
So
Was- he was
you
on
were
the
side by
inside.
side, right? Or I don't
there was
I was
2
the
people.
left second lane.
Were you? Oh, that
Yeah.
was you? Yeah, it worked out really well because like the guy that was in front of me on the inside
Mhm.
went through it first, and then the guy that was on the outside in the first, I kind of let him through a little bit, and there was like no contact
Okay.
after 2 by 2 entry into
That's impressive.
Greasy Elbow. So that was really good, and then Gavin popped up on my inside,
Yeah,
and
I-
I just let him have it.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
backed out so I can get my racing line.
Yeah.
For Greasy Elbow, and I got a good run down the straight. And I think I got to your inside, and that's where I took
And-
that spot.
yeah.
And then I don't even know how I passed the guy that was in front of me.
I don't think there was another guy in front of us.
There was someone, wasn't there? You let me by. There was some other guy right in front of me. I'm pretty sure. That might be crazy.
No. I remember because it was the guy that was. He was like orange suit, right? I think.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
It might have been on
I
Beijing.
thought I said it there.
you, maybe.
I don't know.
Where did I pass him?
Lose my mind thinking about it.
Well, because there's definitely another guy there. I remember that. But I mean, overall, we didn't really, me or you, I didn't experience anything outrageous. It was
No.
actually a lot of really clean racing.
It was great with how compact it was for a little
Yeah.
bit there.
Because the
I was impressed.
start, there was a big pack of at least 6 people that I was in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and it ended up like minimal contact. Really impressive because
Yeah.
honestly, usually heavyweight is not that good with racing.
Yeah. It seemed like the A main this time ran a lot smoother than
It did.
Yeah.
before.
And then there was what was that one we saw as we were leaving?
Oh, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that later. But anyways, Gavin ended up passing me. I didn't. Honestly, the guy in first was so fast.
Yeah,
I thought I didn't even know he was there. So I thought I was 5th and that Gavin was 4th. And like, hey, top 5 for both of us.
Yeah.
But no, he was just so far up. I couldn't see him and I ended up 6th.
It took me about until lap 3 or 4 to realize that there was a leader that was way out. It wasn't just those 3 carts.
I couldn't even see him.
Yeah,
So I had no clue.
He was gone. He was just in my peripherals, way out in the distance.
Yeah.
And like Beijing, when I was going through the turn 3.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
It's crazy.
he was gone.
But he might have to pay for some cart damage from.
Oh,
Jumping the
absolutely
curbs, you know.
eating the curbs.
I mean, I was eating the curbs pretty hard too, and it let me gain a few cart lengths on some people.
Yeah.
Like
No, but I think he was sending all 3.
all 3? No, I was just sending the second one.
No, I think he
Jeez.
was sending all 3.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I
Kurt
mean,
took a beating.
like for that, in the race, I took a bit more of an aggressive line than I did in qualifying
Yeah.
because I kind of figured it out a bit more.
Yeah.
But like I would break it like the in between the cones or the first 2 cones on the left,
Mhm.
and then turn in, kind of hit the first apex, but not on the curb. Kind of stay in the middle, and then line up the center of my cart with probably the apex of the second curb,
Mhm.
or maybe a bit further left of that. Jump
Yeah.
it and then miss the third curb and continue down the obliteration straight.
Yeah, he pretty much just sent it like straight to the ripple strips on the exit of
Yeah,
on the exit of.
that was definitely right over the middle skid pad of that
yeah.
cart.
Yeah. But that's when you know you hit it again. Just glides right over.
It honestly, it was so smooth too.
Mm-hmm. The first time I hit it right, I didn't even feel like I hit the curve.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
This guy hit it right, like, first or second try. I'm like, what the hell? He's just flying through there. And then I just kind of followed through. It took me until, like, the end of the second qualifier part, kind of figured out. And then once I got in the race, I figured it out eventually. But
You got it. You're
I'm
fine.
not gonna. I figured out the breaking point on the outlap of the first qualifier. I was like,
Dang.
let me guess. And I just guessed. I guessed right. And
What
then
happens when you're a racing driver?
I knew I definitely had to jump the curb. That one was
Mm-hmm.
I get
out
it.
of the question, and I did it, and it felt really good. And I'm like, there we go.
I was saying, there are probably definitely some people behind me that like when I passed them, like I'm gonna follow them through it, and they saw me just the cart fly over the curb, and they're like, oh, I'm not following.
I saw. We were watching one of the qualifyings, and I think it was heavy B. There were a lot of people that weren't jumping the curb.
There were a
Yeah,
lot
there's
of
a
people
lot of
that
people
were not
avoiding
getting
it.
anywhere close to those curbs.
yeah.
Like they did not want to touch them.
Well, because it makes sense. Because usually all the other curbs are
You know,
bad.
There are a couple curbs that you like can touch to make you go a little bit faster, or that
Yeah.
don't do anything.
Like
But,
second
like,
Beijing is one for me. that I
Second
touched sometimes.
Beijing, RMC, I touched the curb. It kind of helps me
Really?
with rotation
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Usually when I touch it, it's
Okay.
because I turn into
It
it.
depends
Really.
on
One of my
car with me, I
qualifying
guess.
laps, I accidentally flew over the curb. Like my right wheel went onto the grass. Like I bottomed out on the curb,
oh,
We're put a 50-50 grind.
dude. There was definitely sparks shooting out from under that car, but I went pretty fast. So
it was fast.
Yeah.
no, I definitely think it slowed me down though. To be real,
But,
at least by like a tenth or
I
something.
mean, general rule of thumb is like just don't touch the curbs here, or at least the sausage curbs.
Yeah, don't touch
Yeah.
sausage curbs. Oh my god, don't touch sausage.
Rumble strips are okay if you only did
Yeah, use
like
the
2
rumble strips.
tires on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, if you have 3/4 of the cart on there, it just slides.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like going
Yeah.
through FA, corner that I'm not gonna say.
I already said it earlier.
Did you? Yeah, I think
Pretty
it was
sure.
soft. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but
Yeah.
it like I don't know. There were some times, especially during qualifying, but a little bit in the race where I go a little wide. I don't power a bit too early and not have enough steering lock. And I would just be sliding a little bit on the exit curb there.
Dude, there was one guy I was passing through FA on the actual like race, and there was barely enough room, so I sent it over the curb to make room, and ended up overtaking him in the corner. Dude, I was on a mission. Nothing was stopping me from finishing out of the top 5. Like, it was, dude, I was mad. No, but yeah. But speaking of which, all good finishes.
Yeah.
I finished 4th.
I haven't talked
Connor
about mine
fifth.
yet. Yeah. I started.
5th.
Yeah, and then I finished 6th.
It finished
I mean,
6th.
we all didn't lose any positions.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I finished where I started. I had to claw back some positions from the start.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, all really good races.
I haven't talked about mine yet. It was besides that start. Honestly, my race went really well.
Okay.
Like I lost a bunch of positions on the start, and I started again what I'm pretty sure should have been 10th, but they put me in 8th, and nobody said anything. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll take it. And then I lost those positions, basically put myself back past 10th when it should have been the restart, and then afterwards just sort of fought my way up. And there was a little bit I was stuck behind one of the girls that was racing and another guy who were just kind of trying to ram each other out the way, basically. Like,
Jesus.
she was fast, so was the other guy. Like they both qualified ahead of me, I'm pretty sure. But the way they were driving against each other was very aggressive, and I was like. There was a couple times when I tried to just sort of follow one of them up the inside as it was happening, and then I would start getting bumped a little bit. So I'm like, no, I just sort of backed off and just sort of let them have it out until eventually I just found a really good opening and went through and then passed them.
Honestly, I feel like, especially since the start of when I've been coming here, that the racing has gotten better.
It has.
Especially
as people are
for
learning
the
track
A-main.
better, yeah.
A-main stuff, it's gotten a lot better. There's still a little bit of bumping, but it's like, you're just getting a little push from behind. You know, it's nothing.
Nothing egregious.
It's nothing that will mess you up.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. No, definitely. The racecraft has definitely got a lot better.
I passed a fair few people. That's why I was looking for my GoPro a minute ago, because I wanted to just skim through it real quick and remember some of it, but I don't know where it went.
That's alright. We can review it later.
But yeah, and then that got me up into 4th, passing those two while they're battling, and then I saw someone behind me, but with the new neck braces,
yeah.
I couldn't really look over my shoulder. All I could tell was that there was someone there, and I thought it was the girl. But then all of a sudden, you just send the last corner. I was like, so I didn't really even think I needed to defend. I'm like, she didn't seem to be taking. She didn't try to make any moves there, from what I saw when I was behind them.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I don't really need to defend. I'm fine. And then all of a sudden, you're just there, and I was like, oh, that's not a girl. That's a 5 foot something Geo flying past me.
5 foot toothpick Geo.
Dude, I'll tell you what. So I would get a really good exit onto catch up straight, and then the draft would take me the rest of the way. There was a couple times where I'd exit, and I'm like, okay, I'm not really getting much, and then I get pulled in. I'm like, okay, I'm getting a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh my god, I have to make a move.
I think that was the only times I would see that girl try to make a move there. That's part of why I wasn't really concerned about it, because it was if she got a good draft, but even then the draft for her cart wasn't enough, so she'd end up backing out of it.
That's how I passed Unk in my first qualifier to get into clean air.
I should have went for it.
You should have.
Freaking on.
We were going into Greasy elbow. I was behind him and he tapped his helmet, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. It's like, this is qualifying. I'm not going to help you. I have no reason to help you. If I help you, it's going to worsen me.
That's what I did to Ryan in the race. Because I passed him, and then I was like, work with me, please push me to, let's go to the front.
I was like, oh, I'm going to be stuck, but I'll catch him through the chicane and, get him into RMC.
Yeah.
And then the draft just pulled me in. I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
Dude, it's crazy.
And then I sent it down his inside.
Nice.
And made it stick.
Nice.
And then it was off to the races. Put me in 6th.
Dude. Oh my god. Oh, that was good. That was a good race for you guys.
Yeah, it was
good
a
race
great
from
first
everyone.
impression for me.
Yeah.
I know you were saying they were a little bit
Rowdy at the
Yeah.
starts. apparently someone came up to us after, and like a couple people at the start of the race had spun out and turned 12 through Popeyes.
At the start?
Yeah,
How?
or like lap 1 or something. I don't know. I didn't see any yellows or anything, but
Okay. Weird. Interesting.
I don't know if that was true or not. Did we talk about the
wreck or your
the
stuff?
wreck that we saw while we were sitting in the car getting ready to leave?
Oh,
I think we'll do that first, and we'll talk about your stuff.
Yeah, so we'll talk about. So as we were leaving and packing up to go, what was it C main?
No, that was B.
That was
Because they
B.
took forever.
That's right. So B main went out on track, and as we're leaving, we look up, and the parking lot, like the north parking lot, like basically you can look out and see turn 3 and like gravel road. So we look up and we're like, oh, they're racing, and then all of a sudden the guy gets turned, and then he's like in the air, sparks are flying, and like it's just like
Gets hit midair.
he
too.
gets hit like mid-air, like
Yeah.
it, like all of a sudden it just like collected half the field.
It was crazy.
That was at least 7 people.
Like it
They had
looked
to
like
swap out
it looked
five
like a
guys,
crash
I'm
like
sure.
Talladega Nights.
It was nuts. The big one.
The big the big one.
It was the big one.
Dude, no, that was crazy. Because afterward, there was like 5 carts on track that they had to like go clean up and everything and stuff,
Yeah.
and it was,
Yeah.
dude, that was a heavy hit. I hope everybody's okay for that.
They all got up and started walking, so
That doesn't
doesn't mean they're not
necessarily
okay,
mean
but, like, I mean,
it means that they are able to walk.
yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably
Should they be
pretty
walking?
small.
Probably not.
I guess that
You
can lead
find
us.
the GoPro later.
It's not that.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I get that can lead us into a big change that they made, which is the requirement of neck braces.
yeah.
Which honestly,
I see it. Okay.
I see it.
I see it. I understand it.
And
I
they're
don't
not,
like
they're not
it.
horrible.
I
but
just don't
they're
like
not great.
using neck braces.
It's not
because
theirs.
Yeah, I need to get
Theirs are horrible.
one like
They're
Connor's.
very restrictive. Like even mine, like I said, I didn't know it was you because I couldn't look all the way over my shoulder
Dude,
to see
I
if it
didn't.
was mine.
I stopped ducking down during the race because I couldn't even like. Because usually I like duck down and I like lean my head up to kind of like see, to look over the steering wheel, and I couldn't. I'm like, okay, I guess I just can't duck anymore.
I was able to duck with mine since it was skinnier than your guys's.
Yeah.
I'm glad I always bring it with me no matter where I,
I
go.
just don't like the neck braces. I think they're just too limiting for like being able to look around and stuff. It's just not fun.
Yeah,
Just it's still too
especially
bulky.
since this is also like senior league, which it's minimum 18, I believe.
Yep.
Or it's height. I don't know.
I think
But
it's-
No,
there's
they
a
might
lot of
have felt
people.
that guy who got in that crash.
What was it?
They might have felt the guy that got in the crash in the
Yeah.
race.
That's true. I mean, it
Just
depends.
swinging
On,
all
Yeah.
over the place.
I mean-
there.
I definitely feel like they should offer them, but I don't think it should be a requirement.
Yeah.
I think it should be highly encouraged, just like how you should. Just like how everybody encourages that you should get a rib protector, but no one's requiring a rib protector. Bradley, get a rib protector.
No,
Guys, everyone in
no.
the comments, tell Bradley to get a rib protector.
no.
If we get like 50 comments saying Bradley get a rib protector,
Just because I fractured my rib one time.
2 times.
No, I bruised it the second time.
That's right. Yeah, you need a rib protector.
Also, from how much I jumped that curve, it might hurt tomorrow as well,
It's
but
probably,
we'll be alright.
Probably bruised it again.
My thumb did okay for nearly breaking it a week ago. It's-
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
I expected it to be a lot worse when I heard we were gonna have to be jumping the curb. So
I will not buy a rib protector.
You're gonna buy a rib protector.
Nuh-uh.
Nuh-uh.
you didn't
say You can't the magic make me.
Can.
Yes,
Dude.
Uncle Will.
Unc's gonna put me into retirement at 20
Oh my
or
god.
at 19.
Like,
If Unc makes me get a rib protector, I'm gonna be 6 feet in the ground.
oh my god. Oh, well, I guess that kind of sums up the night.
You want to talk about nationals and worlds now? Because
Yeah, so this
Ugh.
is 2 weeks after. So this race takes place 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks?
3
3 weeks?
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks.
3 weeks after
National.
nationals happened.
Because
So
what
That was the weekend of the 26th last month.
Was it?
2
Oh,
weeks.
that is 2 weeks. I thought nationals was right after weekend after league
it
last.
was the weekend after the last league.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just. bad at the time.
It just happened. Well, with finals and everything and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Everything got mixed up.
Yeah, that's true.
But so me and Connor went and raced.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about a little bit about what we could expect and kind of what we thought would happen. They did not put us on gold, unfortunately.
That
I
would
wish
have
they
been fun
did.
to watch.
Which I was still sort of fine with, because there were
Yeah.
some drivers there who had driven that track for the first time that
They should have put A on gold.
I
Should
bet
put
they.
A, yeah. A could have done it.
I bet a lot of people there had never driven the track.
Yeah.
And
I bet a lot of people that have
yeah.
never driven karts like that ever.
honestly, me and Caden are in Arizona State University's Formula Student Club. And so we were at our shop Saturday,
I'm gonna plug the website again.
SunDevilMotorsports.com. Buy merch. I don't get any money from it. But we were watching the live stream. The live stream was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie.
Dookie.
They missed the whole first qualifying, but that qualifying ended up getting scratched because it was rain.
Yeah,
It
true.
was your rainy one, right? Where you did really well, Connor.
Yeah, so should we start with mine, then you do your stuff last year? So
yeah.
the days leading up to the actual like racing for the national championship, honestly, they went pretty good for me. I set a new PB for the like main track. It was a 77 flat, and then going into round one qualifying for nationals, it had just finished raining like maybe 20-ish minutes ago, 20-30.
I have a question really quick.
Yeah.
How much practice did you get of the full track before qualifying? Like, were you given practice, or were they just running full track?
The 2 days that me and Gio were there leading up to it, it was just full track.
Really?
Yeah,
They ran
was
a full track race every hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They were
And
giving
then-
people as much time to practice as possible.
And then I'm assuming they do north-south.
They
In
did,
between.
and then
They
they
did
did
do
north,
some, yeah.
and then they'd have sessions for people for arrive and drives, or not arrive and drives, but people with their own equipment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there was first qualifying. The track was still soaking wet, and honestly, I felt
No rain tires yet.
no
Make
rain
that
tires.
clear.
No rain tires. We're on slicks again. We pitted for slicks. So honestly, going into it, I knew that I was one of only 3 drivers there who had driven that track in the rain before and on slicks too. So I knew I would be at least okay in it. Maybe there were some other people there with some rain experience, but we went out there and I just destroyed. Like until the last lap, I was 2 seconds ahead of everyone else out there, and then one guy set a slightly faster time, and I was still a second faster than him after that. And then I was super excited to get on the cart and go watch the live stream because I'm like, I want to see what they're saying about me. Like, I'm famous now.
Yeah.
I proved I'm one of the best in the rain. And then
There wasn't anything.
they didn't show it. It was just podium. Like, they didn't even make a comment about it after
No.
the podium ceremony.
There was a lot of ads. I mean, I wasn't watching it like
They
completely.
played ads for 20 minutes at one point.
There was a lot of ads.
20 straight minutes of ads. Like, cause didn't it go from like the podium ceremony and either like and play like an ad or two, and then it went into the Group B qualifying?
I don't really remember. I wasn't watching it like intently.
because you were working in the shop.
Yeah, I was doing something. I was probably in
Yeah.
solid ones, but
I was super proud of that though, and then I'm pretty sure my GoPro did the time lapse thing. It recorded it in time lapse. I don't remember exactly. Well, I'll look when I find the GoPro. But yeah, I was super proud of that. And then I did end up getting an actual qualifying run for Group B. The track wasn't wet anymore, or for round 2 of qualifying.
and then
And qualified. I think it was like 11th, 12th ish, 11th or 12th qualified.
yeah.
And then during the race, honestly, I had a really good race. I climbed up into 8th at one point, and it was like last 2 laps.
They would honestly they stopped showing Gio at the front
Yeah.
for nationals.
It's because there was just a massive
Just a
battle going on from
huge gap.
3rd. Literally, it was 3rd place to 7th place. We're all fighting
Yeah,
over 3rd.
they focused on that a
Yeah.
lot.
And I would like.
they went 4 wide
into
D2.
Oh, I know. I was watching that race, but honestly, that broadcast was not great.
They kept messing up the timing screens and stuff. Gio didn't have Arizona State on there.
yeah, he
At
did.
one point, for
He did at the
a
end.
while, there wasn't. But and then Travis during his like actual nationals race for Group B, his name was just like name here or something. Like his name wasn't up there. They had to go and clarify what his name was when they were showing him.
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
There was also one guy. It was in Gio's quali. They were just glazing, and they glazed him during the race too. And I'm like, come on, what are we doing?
Well, so during my quali,
Well, I
my
wasn't done.
first one oh sorry, my fault.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to like
Yeah.
the thing that annoyed me during it, but so I would like catch up to this big battle for sorry.
No, you're right.
I'm trying to keep my thoughts in order.
That's
here.
right. I'm just offended. It's fine.
Hey, you'll get your moment in the spotlight in a second.
Oh, guys, we have 5 hours until F1 quality.
Oh. But I would like catch up to the back of this big group battling for third, and then there'd be like 2 people that would catch up to me behind me, and I'd have to start defending them off, and then we'd lose that group again. And it happened maybe like 2 or 3 times, and then it was like literally last turn for like the second to last lap. But I think next lap after that they waved white flags. I was making a move. I was passing a guy. Like I already had the straight line speed going down catch up to pass him, and then the guy behind me started bump drafting me down the straight, which they specified that day that that's not allowed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm not the one doing it, and if it's happening to me, I guess might as well just let it happen.
They don't really enforce. I mean, they just
They didn't
say
enforce anything.
they say not to do it, and
They
then
just don't enforce it.
nothing happens.
So
It's hard to enforce it too.
Yeah.
Because
I figured, so he was like helping me pass the guy. I figured he'd just stay behind me going through that turn because he's giving me his speed. He's not going to have enough speed to make a move, right? But no, he just runs into the back of me and just sort of like punts me out of the way. Like front to rear contact, the rulebook says is not allowed, as well as the drafting. So he should have gotten penalized for it. And it sent me wide enough to where I lost 2 positions, and like there was a scary moment where I thought I had nearly gotten pit maneuvered by another guy who tried to go around my outside because of it. And then watching the stream footage back, it wasn't nearly as close as I thought it was. I just sort of saw him there instead of him approaching. But yeah, so could have finished 8th. Maybe should have been a penalty, but then Manager Man said he saw it. He would go back and review it. It'd probably be too late to do anything about it.
Yeah.
But
You did get mentioned on the broadcast, though.
yes, coming down the start finish line for
Yeah.
checkered flag, they did say
Exactly.
Connor Vickers round out of the top 10.
Yep.
And then a couple times in qualifying, they talked about me too.
heck yeah.
I heard Connor, and I immediately sent that into our group chat right after we congratulated Gio for winning.
Yeah. Yeah, that was about everything interesting that happened for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about your race?
Yeah. So August.
Wow.
So
Is there much to talk about?
qualifying
Is
was
there much to
eventful.
talk about?
So
Yeah.
my first qualifying, I went out. Very similar to what happened today. I go out, come out of turn 3,
Is it the
my
same
cart
cart?
dies.
Was it the same cart? Do you remember?
No, I don't think so. I don't think
That'd be
it's the same
funny
cart.
if it was the same cart.
I'd be so mad if it was the same cart. Because then it means that they knew that thing was dying. They sent it out again.
Just like 32, they know it's bad and they just don't
Hey,
fix it.
32 and you, go watch that episode. That episode was a good one.
Go watch episodes 1
shout
and
out
2.
We shout out both episodes now. Pick for Slicks and 32.
Dude, we just come up with really good names.
Yeah.
What can I say? What can I say? No, but yeah, so my car died. And then I got going again, and not 2 seconds later, it died again. And then right again, not 2 seconds later after that, it died again. And then I finally came to the pits, and then I like sprinted down the pit lane into the replacement cart, jumped in and went out. And I set an okay time for that quali. I was more racing off of rage again.
I think
Didn't you
were-
only get like 2 or 3 that full
I think you were
laps?
third.
Yeah,
Third or something?
yeah, I think so.
You only ended up getting a few laps that qualifying session.
Yeah,
didn't
I
you?
got like 2 or 3. I pretty much didn't set a lap. I didn't start a lap until like 5 minutes after the session started.
You didn't, because you didn't really have much time to adjust to it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can adjust to it pretty quickly, but still, there's minor adjustments you make later on too that you can fully adjust the card time. So you could have set faster with it.
Something that I'd like to say. While I was watching the broadcast, and you went out for your second quali, we see the first lap. It was a really good lap time. I don't remember exactly. It might have been a 76.8 or something.
Oh yeah, you went
was.
insane. Said insane qualifying.
You said an insane time, and me and Caden, we were working on something together, and then we're like, that's the Geo I know. There he is. He's back. There he is.
He got something.
He found a little something.
No, yeah. And so the second quality, like the first couple laps are absolute ragers. Like they're flying by. And then I catch a driver, and he decides to fight me
Oh,
for 3 whole laps as I'm trying to get around him. And it's not even like,
It's a qualifying.
and I'm not trying to be like a jerk about it too. I'm like, okay, I understand we're both gonna lose time, so let me just try and get by quick. And I just kind of like make a quick move, and then he freaking like sends it up the inside on the next corner. I'm like, bruh, like why? Why are we doing this? And he does the same. He does the same thing for like 3 corners straight. And at this point, I'm getting mad
You took that
because
personally.
Because it like he's just being dumb. And so then I sent it up the inside down into double orange and let my car run out a little wide and basically push him a little bit off the track. And I was like,
Oh, we didn't make contact.
I didn't make contact though. I didn't make contact. I didn't push him into the dirt. I just really widened out his entry into double orange. Yeah, and then I just kind of pulled away a little bit, and then came into the pits, and then that was pole. So that was my pole position.
And then, you want to talk about your nationals race?
Yeah, so my nationals race went pretty well. I had a really good start. I kind of just crawled away and then just kept it. So
Yeah,
I mean, that was pretty good.
7 seconds.
Yeah, we ended up coming across the line in first. So got to bring one home for the boys.
We got national champion Giovanni Perez-D'Amico
That's right.
Giovanni Perez-D'Amico.
and Gio Vianani.
Giovanni.
Perez-D'Amico.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Arizona at the same time proving they're the #1 state in the country for sure.
That's right.
It's the only state
We're the
to
best.
get 2 drivers in Group A, and then we barely missed having the 3rd in Group A too.
Well, I
Sorry.
think California had a couple in Group A.
I think they only had 1.
No, I think they did.
They probably have a couple.
I think there was 2.
Think about it. Who was the guy that?
Who was? I think it was Ralph that told me that we were the only ones with 2.
No, he was definitely wrong. Because the
It
guy
might
in
have
third
been
was
one that was missing the state.
the guy in third. The guy in third was from Cali, and Jaden was there.
Yeah, there's probably
It's like
there's definitely a couple Cali people.
Okay,
Yeah.
but then again, also after the fact of like Group A, we also had our 3rd driver starting P1 Group B.
true.
So even if California had 2 drivers Group A, we were closer to having all 3 Group A than they were.
Yes. I'll have to see where the other Cali driver came from because I didn't look yet.
I think it was Ralph who told me that we were the only one with 2.
I think he was wrong. I'm gonna be honest.
Ralph when he lies.
Sorry,
I
I
don't
just
think
trust
he
my
meant
friends.
to lie, but
Yeah,
I just
no,
don't think
I know
he's
that.
because it was being a little weird too. So.
It wouldn't surprise me if the other California driver in there just like it was like how you had for a minute. You didn't have the state.
Yeah. No, I think so. But yeah, so then my nationals race went really well. We came in, did some podium celebration stuff, and then we pretty much immediately had to focus up and go into Worlds because they were running out of time. So they just literally just put us back to back to back. They put us in the carts for first quali, we went out. Then we came in, put us in the next carts for the next quali. We went out, came in. I was able to set pole
That
again.
was your last pole lap was monster.
Oh, yeah,
this one was insane. You were like, what was it? Nearly a second faster than everyone else. You
So,
were fast.
for my nationals race, I set pole by 0.02 of a second, and then for Worlds, I set pole by 0.8. And so it just felt amazing. And then in the race, on lap 2 or 3, Garrett Maines, he had a really fast car. His car had insane straight line. There was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
And so he pretty much ends up passing me on catch up straight, and the best I can do is just stay in his draft and just stay with him. So, I mean, I'm glad I didn't really let him get like a second. Like, I pretty much stayed within a second of him.
I think it was a second and a half,
Yeah.
maybe, but it was like, it was close.
Yeah,
Or it wasn't close, but it was there.
If he had made
Yeah.
a mistake, Gio could have.
Yeah, like if he made a mistake, I could have capitalized, but his car had so much straight line, the only thing I could do was just stay in the draft. It was so bad. So we ended up coming second. Still happy, good result. You know, got some money. It was nice. But I mean, it was a good event. It was very fun. It was a fun event.
You got like two or three trophies, right? And then a bunch of medals and stuff.
Yeah, I got a medal, 2 hats, 2 trophies, a check, a sticker. Oh, and a vinyl. I got a vinyl.
A vinyl?
Yeah.
And like 2 champagne bottles, or one of them
Oh
was
yeah,
cider.
I got 1 cider and 1 champagne bottle too. Yeah, I got a vinyl. So there's like a record store that sponsored them. So I got like a 1 in 3,000 print of like the Ahas, like the like demos vinyl. It was pretty sick. Cool. I was listening to it. It's pretty neat. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah, it was fun. That was fun. It was a good event. It was a fun event.
Then you got to take pictures on the start finish line afterwards with all of your just high
Dude, I
level
put-
gear you
I gotta
got.
put all my hardware on.
All the
first.
swag and hardware.
Oh yes, buddy. Oh yes.
And we pulled up in Team Arizona shirts too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
we were a
yeah.
whole crew of people. There's so many people wearing them.
Dude, it was awesome. Really awesome.
was-
Oh yeah, there will be an interview coming out soon, actually, on the K1 website. If you guys, like, for those listening, if you want to read it, they have articles coming out for all the three top basically the top three drivers from the world championships. So they have the juniors one just came out this week, and I think the teens and adults will be coming out soon. So just keep an eye out on their website. It's like on the front page if you scroll down on like new articles. But yeah, so they'll have kind of like an article about it, and then a link to the actual like full interview and everything, stuff like that. You just watch and listen along and stuff. But it was pretty fun. That was a fun interview and stuff as well.
I do still wonder what they're gonna do with the interviews they had like all the drivers do.
Yeah, I don't know. Or the headshots.
They'll
Yeah.
probably just put it into like Instagram posts and stuff.
That's what I think. It'll probably be media stuff.
Yeah.
If anything. That's what I would think. Yeah.
It was a good weekend though. Fun.
All right. Since F1 quali's in 5 hours.
Oh yeah, we should get some sleep.
Well, first,
We're leaving right after too.
predictions before we end the podcast. Predictions.
Oh no.
Who is setting pole?
Piastri,
I said Piastri.
my goat.
Lance Stroll.
All right, we got Lance Stroll.
All right.
No, he's not making it out of Q3.
Oh no, you already said
That's
Lance
what I
Stroll.
prayed
You already
for.
committed.
No. I think Lance Stroll will be high Q2, but he'll
High Q2,
like
okay.
15th or not 15th, 11th. Sorry. I think he'll be in there.
Gavin, what's your prediction?
I just don't like the window in the group.
Who's getting pole?
I'm gonna take Kimi Antonelli. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Take him.
All right.
Home race. That one.
Antonelli, Oscar.
You did good in Miami. What's your real prediction?
Yeah, what's your real prediction?
Real prediction? We'll say Lando.
Lando?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh shit.
They've
Should've
been
said Max.
I know, I was thinking Max, but at the same
All right,
time, the
so
McLaren
you can say 1, 2, and 3.
Oscar and Lando
Does
have
that have
been
to
1
be
and
in
2 in
specific
both
order?
practices.
Does it have to be in specific order? Can it just
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'll do Kimi, Piastri, and Max.
Okay.
I feel like I should put Lando in there somewhere, but
Oh,
He'll be
fine.
P4.
Yeah.
It could be P4. Yeah.
I
Four.
think it's gonna be
4 for 4.
Piastri, Russell, Max, Lando.
Oh, okay.
Realistically, I do want to say Lando first, but I think it would probably end up being more like Piastri, and then toss up between Max and Lando afterwards.
So I think it'll be Piastri. Oh. See. It'll be Piastri, Max. You know what? I'm gonna throw the wild card in there. I'm gonna put Russell. I'm gonna say Russell outqualifies Lando.
I said the same thing.
Nope, it's mine now.
You heard it here first.
I agree with you.
National champion. Giovanni Perez-D'Amico steals ideas.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
He plagiarizes all his assignments. In
No,
school.
no,
Whoa.
Do not ping me for academic dishonesty. ASU,
Whoa.
you did not hear that.
Not true. I am. Or no. What I said's not true.
That's
I
right.
want to get my degree.
I would like to finish my degree.
I would like my mechanical engineering degree.
That's right, that's right.
Oh, you didn't even really talk about the whole thing with the manager too, like your little argument.
Yeah, it doesn't really.
It doesn't change anything anyways.
It doesn't really need to be said on here.
Yeah.
The audience knows that they don't do things properly, and that's what matters.
Yeah, they really they tell us. Oh yeah, they said we were gonna run 8 laps for the races. We ran 6 like normal, but the normal should be 10.
Yeah. That's what's advertised.
And in the rule book.
And in the rulebook.
And what they tell us that a lot of the driver meetings.
Yeah, but they don't follow the rulebook either. So.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like a suggestion book.
Real. Alright, well, we gotta get ready for quali, and especially after a long and very eventful day.
And we also have to drive back to Arizona tomorrow.
Oh, I guess
gotta find my
it's
GoPro.
important too.
Or at least
but,
me and Gio have to do the driving.
Real. But yeah. thank you guys for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed another addition to the Cooldown Room, and we'll see you guys next time. Adios.
See you.